Center for Civic Leadership is a center on campus which really focuses on engagement with the outside Houston community. So that can be social justice oriented, or with regards to the HART program, that's civic research and design. So how do we take the skills that we learn in the classroom, like data analysis skills and policy writing skills, and how do we make a real difference in the Houston community? So the HART program partners with community organizations in the outside Houston community and says, what do you need, right? What analysis can we do? How can we help your organization be better?
The HART program in general is responsible for a lot of Houston-oriented research in the areas of public policy. There's some statistics involved in a lot of it, some political science aspects. How do you please a number of stakeholders who have very different views on how they want the various programs to continue.
So with regards to the Safe Clear program, the City of Houston hired us and said, we want you to analyze the Safe Clear policy, right? Is it working? It's been in implementation since 2005, and it split up Houston highways into 29 segments, each of which a tow operator was responsible for. The impetus of the program was that if a tow operator was responsible for a certain segment, they would be able to get to an incident faster and clear it off the road faster.
There's a lot of controversy and lawsuits regarding the current traffic incident management program, and we're trying to evaluate it and see if it does its job. And we did that by measuring the efficacy of the program in removing secondary collisions.
If those incidents could be cleared off the roadway quicker, that there would then be some decreased likelihood of secondary traffic incidents in the area nearby, and hopefully also decreased traffic.
We presented our results last semester to stakeholders that were part of the Safe Clear program, that were part of Houston Transportation, police officers. They have used our analysis to actually pitch another HART project to Rice students, which is how do we redesign the segments in Houston to be more effective. I have been involved with the Center for Civic Leadership since before my freshman year. So I've done several programs like Urban Immersion and Alternative Spring Breaks. So I saw this program come up on the listserv and I said, you know, this is really in line with my professional goals and my personal goals. So I got on board the project the summer after my freshman year, and I fell in love with what we were doing, and I thought I was getting a lot of really tangible skills out of it.
I thought the collaborative environment for the team was very strong, and that there was a lot of trust within the team, primarily because there needed to be a lot of trust. All of us came from very different academic backgrounds with not a lot of overlapping skill involved.
It was really cool working in a collaborative environment with people who have completely different backgrounds than you, and especially when a task came up, we kind of knew who would go for or who would be in charge of what, but we all worked with each other and, you know, discussed issues together, and it wasn't that, I don't feel that anybody was too overburdened. We also had a good environment with each other. You know, we could tell each other when we were unhappy with progress or etc. I enjoyed this team setting, and it's been probably good for future employment.
I've always known that I want to work in policy. I just have never known whether it was more on the quantitative or qualitative side or where I wanted to go with that. And I think this project gave me a better idea that I really liked the data analysis side. I really like the quantitative side.
So we all came to the Center for Civic Leadership for different reasons. Some of us because we had prior experience with the CCL or civic engagement as a whole. That actually wasn't the case for me. I sort of joined the team as someone very interested in public policy, very interested in political science, and who knew a professor doing research. So I joined from a research aspect, but having done the program, having done the project, it was very interesting to be involved in research where it felt more tied to real life, where the results of your research were translated immediately into real life programs and real life policy. And for me, that's what the Center for Civic Leadership has been able to provide.